Hello, students. The world needs huge positive energy to fight against the negative forces like coronavirus, COVID 19. So, we should always alert, stay at home, be safe, and others too. Well, I'm Premlata Shukla and midst of you with a new topic human resource for class 8 students. Children, I must say, subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for further notifications. Now, move towards our topic. Let me tell you the contents which cover the entire chapter of human resource. And contents are number 1, what is human resource? 2, importance of human resource. 3, population factors which distributes the population throughout the world. 4, distribution of population in India, density of population, change in population size, patterns of population change in India, characteristics of population. Now, let's start with our first topic, that is what is human resource. Students, basically we know natural resources like air, water, soil, forest, etc. But all are exist itself in the nature. Apart natural resources, there is very important and precious resource exist in this universe, that is human resource, which controls other resources with the help of their skills. Now let's know about their importance. Importance of human resource. If we talk about uh, children, basically people, as we have discussed, people are considered to be the most important resource of a country, and this resource is known as human resource. So basically, because of this resource, they are very important for the country, for the development, because the ability to develop skills that can help them identify new resources. Like, a country may have abundant and varied natural resources, but it needs people to utilize their resources. It is people who give a country literature, music, art, culture. They impart education and skills to other people. Only healthy, educated, and skilled human resources can utilize resources efficiently and contribute to the development of their country. Now, next, that is population factors which distributes the population throughout the world. First of all, let's know about the population. What is population? Student, the number of people who live in a particular area, city, or a country, or we can say like people who live together in a same place. Mostly population refers to the number of humans in a certain place, town, city, or country. Apart of that, many factors are there which influence the distribution of population throughout the world, and these are two factors: physical factors and non-physical factors. If we talk about physical factors, it comprises with landforms, climate, soil, availability of water, resources, and second, non-physical factors. Non-physical factors, we say that is socio-economic and cultural factor, as second, political stability, education, etc. Now let me explain one by one. Landforms. Students, basically, like plains have the highest concentration of population because it is suitable for agriculture, industry, and the development transport facilities. Plateaus are less populated than plains. Mountains or hilly regions have the lowest concentration of population. Number 2, climate. We talk about climate, obviously regions which moderate temperature and abundant rainfall, like the regions having monsoon climate, are heavily populated. Soil, area which fertile soil usually support large population. And availability of water. As we talk about water, it is a basic necessity of life. Human settlements always develop near sources of water. Areas having an abundant supply of water are densely populated. Like if we compare the area that is arid regions like deserts are thinly populated. Resources are also very important factor because area that are rich in natural resources like minerals and sources of power usually support large population. Let's talk about non-physical factors. Students, socio-economic and cultural factors influence the distribution of population. Political stability, the availability of education, health care facilities, and the presence of industries and employment opportunities are some of the conditions that encourage people to settle in an area. Now, next topic, that is distribution of population in India. Students, if we talk about India, our country, as in other parts of the world, the population is unevenly distributed, means it's not equally divided. Somewhere it is high or densely populated, somewhere or some places it is thinly populated. So the concentration of population is the highest in northern plains and coastal plains. They are densely populated. Plains are agriculture the most productive regions. Why? The reasons behind, like they have good networks of roads and railways, many large towns, cities, they are completely well equipped with industries. While on the other side, if we talk about hilly regions and desert area, they are thinly populated. Under this, we can take the example of Jammu Kashmir and northeastern state. They are really thinly populated, and of course, these areas are economically less developed, mainly of difficulties of development railways and road links through the mountains terrain. The desert regions of Rajasthan and Gujarat also have sparse population. Now, density of population. Of course, I have given you the diagram I have pasted. See, you can see this diagram like the distribution of population over the 7 continents. You can see the students, Asia, that is comprised with 60.5% maximum area covered by a maximum, means highly or densely populated area, populated continent, that is Asia. Afterwards, Africa, then Europe, then Southern and Central America, Northern America, and afterwards Australia and other parts of the world. Now let's talk about density of population. First of all, what do you mean by density of population? Obviously, density of population is the number of people per unit area of land. It is usually expressed as the number of person in every square kilometer of land. The average population density of the world is about 45% per square kilometer. Density of population, students, it varies, means it differs from place to place. Among the continents, Asia has the highest density of population, while Australia has the lowest. The density of population also varies widely within continents. Generally, large cities, coastal areas, and river basins are densely populated, while deserts, mountainous regions, and forested regions are sparsely populated. Now, change in population size. Student, at present, if we talk about like the human population on earth is around 6 billion, more than that, and the population that has grown to this size over a long period of time. If we talk about change in size of the population depend basically mainly on birth rate and death rate. Now let me explain what is birth and death rate. If we talk about birth rate, actually it is a number of live birth per thousand people in a year called birth rate, while on the other hand death rate, number of death per 1,000 people in a year called death rate. And second factor, which is also means due to that is also maybe one of the region change to immigration or immigrants, population size changed with the immigrants, especially immigrants. If we talk about, that is, the population of region may also change due to the migration of people, like into and out of it. When the number of immigrants, when we see in word migrants, entering a country exceeds the number of immigrants outward migrants leaving the country's population increases. Generally, people migrate to place where they can get more food, more resources, and better opportunities like employment, education, healthcare, etc. Now, patterns of population change. Initially, the population of the world grew very slow as both the birth rate as well as the death rate were high. With the passage of time, means the time rolled up, especially after the Industrial Revolution, means just after the 19th century, the conditions of living improved, better medical facilities were developed, production of food increased, bringing down the number of deaths caused by the diseases and starvation. Thus, the death rate declined and the population began to grow at a faster rate. Now, if we talk about the recent time, the recent rise in the growth like rate of the population led to a number of problems. The shortage of resources, shortage of food, and so efforts begin to be made. It is need of the time that we have to begin to do some efforts to control the birth rate to ensure that there would be enough food for all. The rate of population growth varies with time and is different in different parts of the world. The developed countries experienced a high rate of the population growth when they succeed in lowering the death rate. Later on, these countries also succeeded in lowering the birth rate, thus slowing down the growth of population. Let it be talk about the continents at present: Africa, Asia, and South America. These countries are experiencing a higher rate of population growth than Europe, North America, and Australia. Now, population change in India. Now, come to our country. A country's population officially recorded or counted by a process that is called census. And in India, this is undertaken, or it is basically started just after every 11th year, means just after 10 years. If we talk about the census of 2001, it is recorded India's population as about 1028 million. So we can say India is the second most populous country in the world just after China. Now, many datas we have, like it is very clear that India's population grew very slow. If we talk about the duration between 1901 to 1921, actually during this period, many frequent epidemics of diseases like malaria, cholera, plague took many lives as adequate medical facilities were not available. And then 1921 to 1951, the population of the country grew at a moderate rate. This was the result of improvement in medical facilities, which reduced the number of deaths to same extent. The population grew rapidly and almost tripled between 1951 and 2001. This happened mainly just because the death rate declined while the birth rate continued to be fairly high. Now, changes or the characteristics of population. The population of a region comprises male and female, young and old, working and dependent people. The proportion of different categories of people in a population help us to understand the qualities of that population. Now some characteristics are there like age composition. It is also divided like the population of country comprises three broad groups. People aged below 15 years, people aged between 15 to 65 years, and people aged about 65 years. Now, the relatively advanced countries have high proportions of people aged above 15 years in the population. Why this? It is just because of better living conditions and medical facilities have resulted in a higher life expectancy in these countries. Now let's talk about sex ratio. Sex ratio basically it gives the relative numbers of males and females in the population expressed as the number of females per thousand males. In most Asian countries, like including our country also, there are more males than females. This is largely due to the general neglect of females. Now, working and dependent population. There is a great difference between working and dependent population. Children aged below 15 years and old aged people above 65 years usually do not contribute in production. So, they depend on the working population for the goods and services they require. Generally, people aged between 15 to 65 years comprise the working population, and this section of population is engaged in agriculture, industry, trade, and other economic activities. This section supports the dependent population. In most advanced nations of the world, the percentage of dependent population is very low. Now, the last one, population pyramid. Students, population pyramid basically it is also called an age sex pyramid. But why it is used? Just because it helps us study the age sex composition of population, because it divides the total population into 5-year age groups. I am repeating, it divides the total population in 5-year age group. It shows the number of people or the proportion of the total population in each age group separately for males and females. It thus gives us the number of proportion of males and females in the working and dependent population. It also tells us about the birth rate and death rate and life expectancy. Such information helps us plan for future needs. Now I have posted here this diagram, and this diagram here we have compared about the less developed, developing and developed countries. Students, you may easily see when you zoom this diagram, you will see above that is Kenya. It is less developed countries. Let me explain this diagram. Especially you have seen the broad base shows high birth rate and a large number of children age below 15 means young dependents. Steeply narrowing pyramid shows high death rate, while narrow to shows lower life expectancy and fewer people reaching old age, elderly dependents. Now, India, that also considered a developing country, you may see that broad base shows high birth rate, less steeply narrowing pyramid shows falling death rate especially among young people and large number of people of working age. Slightly broader top shows increasing life expectancy, while among all Japan, that is developed countries, narrow base shows low birth rate and small number of children aged below 15. Straighter pyramid shows low death rate, broader top shows high life expectancy and more people reaching old age. Now let's revise the topic, revise our chapter. Number 1, that is, what is the importance of human resource? Obviously, we have discussed in the beginning of the topic. Human resource that is very valuable for the country, as they have the ability to develop the skills that can help them identify new resources. Not only that, only the human resource who can utilize the natural resources as well as overall development of the country is totally depends on the healthy and skilled human resources. Number 2, mention the physical factors that influence the distribution of population. In the beginning, we have discussed about the two types of factor which influence the distribution of population: physical factors and socio-economic factors. So let's talk about physical factors, students, and these factors are landforms, climate, soil, availability of water, and other resources. Number 3, give reasons why the plains of India are densely populated. Obviously, plains of India are densely populated due to plain topography, moderate climatic conditions, agriculturally most productive regions. In addition, they have good network of roads and railways. Number 4, explain the world census. A country population is officially counted by a process that is called census, and this is always undertaken every 10 years, means at after 10 years, at the every 11th year, population always be counted. Last one, distinguish between working and dependent population. Children aged below 15 and old age people above 65 comprises the dependent population of a nation. Generally, people aged between 15 to 65 years comprise the working population. Now, our chapter completed. Very soon I'll be with you. Till then, be safe, make others too. Bye bye.